This is your butt. How do you clean your butt?
Sir, who butt? I ain't about to let you sit here and tell me that that's my butt. That's a ran through ass. That ass has been demolished. That ass ain't got no boundaries. That's a anything goes ass. That ass got a peephole. That's an open invitation ass.
Hey, how's it going, you guys? I am here for another video. Yes. Right. Yeah, so in this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about why everybody sucks. No. I mean, you can say that, but I don't even know what I'm going to title this video yet. We, of course, are joined by the musical stylings of the washer and dry. It's just like on cue. On cue. You done? Okay. So we're going to be talking about sex.
Come on. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me.
I mean, like I can't say it any other way, but we're going to be talking about sex. The thing is that, full disclaimer, there's going to be some talk of, sexual assault. There's going to be talk of sexual intercourse in this video. A whole bunch of other things regarding to sex. Me, myself, another disclaimer, I am not an educator in sex. I am not a sexual therapist. I'm not even somebody who really talks about sex on a regular basis like that, but I have received the tools to be able to help myself in different situations regarding sex and sexual intercourse and all that stuff. Any type of anything having to do with sex. I do my research, I talk to people. When I get my regular checkups, I always ask questions or they tell me things. And I at least know general information about how to, help myself stay healthy in those types of situations, or at least take the steps to preventing certain things from happening. Anyway, before I get started, make sure that you are following my social media, right? Okay. And definitely subscribe to this channel for more videos like this one. And of course, other types of videos like reactions. I'm planning on doing a reaction before I leave this house today, but we'll see what happens. So this video also comes with a little bit of story time. Well, there's two stories really. There's two examples that I'm going to be using in this. People who are kind of close to me. So we'll start off this way, okay? A lot of you guys are very much so selfish and self-involved, and you choose to be ignorant, or some of you are not ignorant. Some of you guys do know about these things, but you choose not to actually use the tools that have been given to you. You also choose not to actually seek out the information that is staring you right in your face every single time you get on your phone. Most of you guys actually have internet on your phone. I assume that most of you guys have internet on your phone, and it's a simple Google search to be able to find the information. It is there. Use it. I get so irritated when they start asking me all these questions about stuff that I'm not an expert in, and I'm just like, okay, Google is your best friend. Okay, go ahead and Google it, and then come back to me and we can discuss. I'm not teaching anybody anything, which brings me to my first story. So, I and a couple of others were going to eat. We were eating at a fast food place, like we were in the drive-thru, whatever. And the person in my back seat, I noticed that he started kind of hiding his face a little bit when we got up to pay for the food. And apparently the girl who was collecting the money, she knew who he was because the two of them had had a little bit of an encounter in the past. And it was either one of them wanted to have sex and the other didn't, or whatever have you. We're like, oh, do you know him? And she's like, yeah, I blocked him on Snapchat and this and any other, and he was being mad weird. He's like a bum, ... She was saying all this stuff. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And the thing is that she was really hesitant to say anything but could tell that she knew him because the way she reacted when she like saw, she was like looking, in the back. She's like, So, after that, we're like looking at him like, you should not be known for dogging out these women like this, whatever. Like, you be sleeping around, this, and the other. And he was all nonchalant about it. He's like, "Oh, I'm not like that. I'm not like that." Which, I mean, who cares? No, neither one of us believed him. But like, it's not even that. It's the fact that he was just so careless about it. And he's like, "Oh, I get this. I get bitches. I get that." I'm like, "Okay, all right, whatever." And then, we bring up a point to say, "Hey, you do know that there is an outbreak of syphilis running rampant in this area, right?" And then he's like, "Oh, what's syphilis?" I damn near tore my steering wheel off of my damn car. Like, it was about to, I was like gripping onto it, and I was like, really? Really? Mind you, this kid is he's like 19, 20, and he has probably 5 times as many bodies as I do. Just saying, just putting that out there. He has at least 5 times as many bodies as I do. I don't have that many bodies. I have like maybe 3 or 4. And one of them I don't really count because there was no intercourse involved, but I'm saying like I haven't had that many people, coming into this space so it's like, and the thing is I don't have a problem. Like I like, please believe me when I say I don't have a problem with people who have more bodies. Like, I don't. Like, it is your body, it's your choice. Whatever you want to do, it is your prerogative. I am all for having multiple sexual partners. If you want to live a single life and go out there and have fun, just go, but be safe and be smart. Because the thing is that you're not only looking out for yourself, but you're looking out for others too. Because we sit up here and we have, sex nonchalantly, and we're sitting up here spreading things around, and that is how outbreaks start. Like, you see what I mean? Like, it is so, like, it's easier to catch COVID than it is an STD or an STI, because the thing is, like, you have to actually have sexual contact with someone to contract HIV, to contract syphilis and herpes and all that. Like, you have to be involved with someone romantically, sexually. So it shouldn't be that easy for something to spread like that, unless everyone's having sex with each other unprotected and just nonchalantly, and does not equip themselves with the knowledge to help them prevent stuff like that. You know what I mean? So he's like, "Oh, what's syphilis?" And I'm like, that is a damn shame that you don't know that. That is a damn shame. We're both coming at him or whatever. And then he's like, "Oh, I thought that you, like, instead of just coming at me like that, how about you educate me, ... I was like, first of all, it's not my job to educate you. That is not my job to educate you. That is the job of, 1, your parents, okay? And 2, didn't you just graduate high school not too long ago? I know that in the area that I live in, it is required for you to take at least, I think, 2 or 3 health classes. And in those classes, there is entire segments that cover nothing but sexually transmitted diseases and infections, and how to prevent them. The causes, the symptoms, and the treatments of all of those things is covered in every health class, at least in public school. I can't say the same for those religious schools because they are still on that mess. I literally just got finished watching one of Amanda's videos, and what she talked about, because she went to a Catholic school since 4th grade, right? And she was talking about how they literally did not teach them sexual education until like the last week of her senior year of high school. So that is already damaging. But we're not even talking about that. This boy went to a public school that would have taught those things. It's either you weren't paying attention, or they didn't teach it, or they didn't teach it, or you just didn't care. A lot of times, especially these guys, they be out here just slinging their dicks like Tic Tacs, and they don't have like they just choose not to acquire the knowledge to be able to prevent the spread of these different things. Like, I don't understand. The information is there. Why aren't you using it? Because you choose not to use it, or are you afraid of all of those things and you choose not to, like, if out of sight, out of mind, is that what it is? Like, if you don't know anything about it, then it's like you won't really think and you won't really be paranoid about catching things like that. But the thing is that you're potentially putting someone else's life in danger, because some of these diseases, some of these infections, hello, it's infection. Some of these things are life-threatening if they go untreated. Gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis, those are all bacterial infections. Do you know what happens when you leave a bacterial infection untreated? You could potentially die. Like, are we okay? Are we okay? Because I feel like we are not. We are not okay. If you are going to sit up there, and the thing is I know you're not using condoms all the time, because if you're that, like, ignorant about the fact that there are diseases out there and what they are and what the different types of infections are, chances are you're also not strapping up. Speaking of strapping up, okay, I have some coworkers that are very much so the same way. Mind you, they are at least 24 years old, which means they should know better. This guy who's like damn near 30, talking about he doesn't believe in condoms. Mind you, he's in a relationship with somebody who works with us, and he is simultaneously having an affair with another woman. I don't know how many women. He just told me about one. But he's having an affair with a woman who's not his girlfriend, and they're having sex too. And then he tells me he doesn't believe in condoms. He's like, oh, she's on the pill. She ain't gonna get pregnant. Really? Because I thought that we graduated from the minuscule idea, from the archaic idea that condoms are just a pregnancy prevention program. I was unaware of the fact that condoms couldn't also help couldn't help prevent the spread of HIV and STIs. I think I'm having a little bit of a brain fart. I thought that was also one of the many uses of condoms. Like, we're not just talking about pregnancy here. We're also talking about the spread of infections, sexually transmitted infections. What is going on? You are about my age, and you choose, you know what condoms are used for, but you're choosing not to use them while you're out here having sex with more than one person at a time, because you're still having sex with your girlfriend, right? Let me put this part here into perspective. Let's be clear about the fact that syphilis, gonorrhea, and chlamydia are all treatable and curable. Okay, syphilis is one thing that may still remain a little bit even after you have been cured of it. So they always ask you, like, when you go in to get checked, have you ever been diagnosed with syphilis? Have you ever been treated for syphilis in the past? Because that is like kind of like something that they need to know. Second thing, HPV runs rampant in this area, especially because a lot of people are having sex without a condom, and a lot of people are developing genital warts, because HPV is something that can develop into genital warts if left untreated. There is a vaccine that you can get for HPV. I implore you, I urge everyone, and I can't, tell you what to do. I can't make you go get an HPV vaccine, but I'm saying that it definitely will help you, especially in women, because it does tend to get worse in women. Do you know that HPV can cause different types of cancer? And it's way more severe in women. So while you're sitting up here not having sex protected, you're going up here, you're screwing these girls and one of them might have HPV, or hell, you might have HPV and not know it, and you're spreading it to all these women. And somewhere down the line, one or two or three or all of them could develop a form of cancer. And then they'll, give them a whole, examination and see that they have had HPV. And that was probably the cause for the cancer. And now you're looking like a dumbass because they're telling you what happened. And do you realize that you just put a woman's life in danger, right? Because you decided that you didn't want to use a condom. And the thing is, it's not just your fault. It's also the woman's fault, too. I can't completely put all the blame on the guys because the girl, you decided to have sex with him without a condom. I don't care how big it is. I don't care how good it looks. I don't care how good it feels. Shut up and strap up. And if they're not shutting up and strapping up, then they're not getting it up. Okay? It's not going anywhere. I need for people to understand this. We're not sitting up here having sex. We're protected in 2021. We should not be having this conversation. We are now armed with all of the knowledge that we need, and there's still more things developing. There's still other things that we probably haven't even discovered yet. Other sexually transmitted infections that we haven't even discovered yet that are running rampant. We probably don't even know about them. Some of them, maybe condoms don't even really help because, technically, condoms don't 100% help with HPV because, like herpes, it can be transmitted from skin to skin contact because you can even catch it from kissing. If somebody has a wart on their mouth or whatever, or they have a wart here, you can catch that. But the thing is at least with the parts that are moving together, you'll at least be protecting one or both of them at that moment in time. So please, I implore, please, start using them because it is a preventative method for not catching these things and not spreading them around. Because the more it spreads, the worse it becomes for everyone. And then sooner or later, everybody named Mama going to have HPV. Do you not see how this works? Why? And then it's not comfortable. It doesn't feel as good. Oh, so you're going to potentially put everybody's lives in danger. Because let me tell you this too. All of these STIs that you're spreading around, if you're not regularly getting checked, because I know for a fact, if you're not using condoms and you don't know what syphilis is and you don't know what a lot of these diseases are, chances are you've never gotten tested. Because if you have, then you probably would know. Because the thing is that they will tell you about them. When you go to get yourself checked out, I know because I get checked on a regular because I'm on PrEP. So I have to go in for checkups every couple of months. So the thing is that when you do go, they do give you the information that you need. Because if I guarantee you, if we mentioned syphilis and you asked us what it is now, chances are if you went to the doctor's office and got yourself checked out and you didn't know what syphilis was, you would have asked them too. And they would have told you what it is and you would have been equipped with that knowledge. That tells me right there that you don't get checked, that you've never gotten checked. Everybody needs to subject themselves, especially if you're somebody who is very sexually active and with more than one partner. You really do need to subject yourself to regular testing, to regular HIV and STI screening. Please, I implore, please. I need this because the thing is, I don't want to see any of my friends dying off like that. That was a thing that was running rampant in the 80s and 90s, especially in the LGBT community, because we weren't arming ourselves with the knowledge. A lot of us were just going around screwing everything and just whatever, because we had the kind of ignorance in our mind about, you can't get a guy pregnant, so what's the use of a condom? No, there's other things at work here besides a baby. There's other things at work. That's another thing too. Even if do you realize that if you are having a woman and she ends up contracting an STI, that she can pass it to her baby? HIV and herpes and HPV, all that stuff can be transferred to the baby. If a woman, a lot of times a doctor will recommend, if a woman has like genital herpes, a doctor will recommend a C-section so that baby does not pass through that birth canal looking infected. No, it can cause blind. I think it was gonorrhea could cause blindness in a baby. No, it might be chlamydia. Can cause blindness in a baby. And I want somebody who is like actually like, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not like, I haven't really brought that up. Like I have other information up here on this computer right now, but that is the one thing that I know. But I remember learning that one of these can cause blindness in babies. And I'm just like, in newborn babies, when they pass through the birth canal because it's infected. Do you not see how you could potentially put multiple lives in danger? And the thing is again, a lot of these infections can develop into other diseases and can cause a lot of, like, it's bacteria. It's bacteria and viruses. Bacteria and viruses left untreated can kill people. Like, are you okay in the head? I need for you guys to really start taking care of your bodies and start taking care of yourself and taking care of other people around you too. Just for that, that quick little nut, you really are willing to put yourself and your partner's lives in danger just to feel good for 15 minutes. Some of y'all for 3-4 minutes, because a lot of y'all do not last long anyway. I just wanted to put that out there. I'm sorry, I digress. There is a problem. There is a problem and it needs to be addressed. And I'm addressing it right now. 1, go get yourself tested regularly, especially if you have multiple partners. Please, I implore you, please go get yourself tested. 2, strap up. Because it's not worth your life to have a little bit of pleasure. It's not worth your life. You can still have pleasure. They have the condoms that are like very like what do you call it? Like thin. They're not like thin to the point where they'll break. They're still they still have elasticity, but they're still like you can still feel, inside of it. Please find the right condom for you and your partner and use that shit. I'm just saying, use it. Because I am tired of hearing the same stupid excuse, oh, it doesn't feel good. Oh, I just don't like condoms. Then don't have sex. Or just stick to one person. At least if you stick to one person, you'll know exactly who you caught the STI from, right? You stick to one partner and you will know exactly who to blame if you catch something. We want to be so sexually active. We want to have these big orgy parties and all that stuff and have all this unprotected sex, but not get ourselves tested, not inform ourselves, not like we just choose to stay ignorant about stuff like that. And that is the reason why a lot of diseases spread. What is going on? We need to stop. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to stop ranting about it because I know that I can probably go on and on and on for like an hour. And I'm just not trying to do that. I've already talked for over 20 minutes and that's just not what I was really trying to get up here and do. I'm probably going to cut out about 10 minutes of it. But I feel like it needed to be said out here for you guys because a lot of you guys who follow me are a little bit younger than I am or around my age. And I know some of you probably have them. Actually, no. If you're following me and you have that mentality, I need for you to really follow. Like, I need you to follow suit. I need you to get it together. Because there's no way that you can follow me in the way that I think and my mentality. Obviously, you follow me for a reason. You probably have the same thoughts and the same mentality that I do. So I am just assuming that the lot of you do get yourself tested regularly and do use protection. I'm just saying, birth control does not prevent the spread of HIV and STIs. It does not. So women out there who think that you can get nutted in over and over and over and over again and you're not going to contract anything, I'm sorry, that's just wrong. Okay? It's wrong. You're wrong. And that's all I really have to say. Guys, shut up and strap up. That's all I got to say to you too. Okay, that's it. Please make sure that you're following my social media again and make sure that you are streaming I Got You, my new single. It's on every major streaming platform. That's going to be it for this video. I hope everybody has a great day, okay? Shut up and strap up. Bye.